Hello and welcome to Train Sim World 3, where today we'll be taking a very first look at the brand new Amtrak Acela. As you can see, we're just departing from Boston South, where we'll be taking this Acela all the way to Providence. So without further ado, let's jump into the cab a second. You can see we've got another train there leaving on the right hand side, a local train. This is fantastic. So purposely doing it in a little bit of snow, obviously get a feel for what this train's like in the snow. I'm sure it will look absolutely beautiful. And yeah, also let's turn on the wipers. How do we do wipers? Got headlights, nice. We are under a access at the minute. Max speed is 10. We are using cruise control, which is, I'm sure, going to be a huge benefit. Let's see if we can find windscreen wipers. Wiper on low. There we go. We have got alerter on as well, so there'll be a lot of acknowledging on the way. So we're in a light snowstorm at the minute, or light snow. See, it's beautifully covering the ground, and I'm sure once we get this Acela up to speed, we'll be able to see the beautiful sort of snowdrift that you get from we can permit to go up to 15. So let's just increase the cruise control. We are let's not give it that much effort as we are spinning the wheels there. You can see access has now got us under 15, and that's that MBTA train in front of us is getting away from us, so we're permitted to now go up to 30. So let's see if we can get that to 30. Yep, we're under. We're still permit for 30. He says, maybe. Well, I'm going 30 anyway. We'll need to be slowing shortly, as we'll be coming into Boston Back Bay. There's a bit of a lag there. Start to see a bit of the snow being kicked up, which is very cool. It is a beautiful looking train, this. Obviously we'll be able to get it up to the top speed of 150 miles an hour. So that's exciting, something I'm looking forward to. If you like this video, why don't you hit that like button, and also if you're new here, why don't you subscribe for more content like this. And once we get through Boston Back Bay, we'll go into just a little bit more detail about where this this Acela Express can be used, because it's not only Boston to Providence. So let's just see if we can get a feel for what these brakes are like. On minimum, they're pretty responsive, I think. Taking the speed off quite nicely, and we are certainly going to be ahead of time, so it's looking good so far. Just slowly cruise into Boston Back Bay here. We'll find our stopping point, and then if we've got a little bit of time, we'll have a little look around the carriages, so you can get a feel for what they are like. We're slowly getting there. Let's acknowledge that, and let's. Pretty spot on there. We'll unlock those doors, so you can get a look around the cab here. Let's open the door. Open this door, please. See, we pot that pretty perfectly as that MBTA train sets off. So we'll have a little wander down the carriages, as you can see. Get a feel for what this Amtrak Acela is like. Pretty nice. We'll jump in one of the seats here, why not? Hello, How are you doing today? Right, let's... I'm sure there is a dining car as well, which will be interesting to look at, which is interesting. I've never seen. They're nicely modelled, sat down on the stools. Very cool. Perhaps there isn't a dining car. Maybe I'm making that up. We need to be probably heading back, actually. It's very cool that these doors open as we get close. Oh, is this the dining? And it's just shut. Yeah, okay. Nice. Let's head all the way back down. We should be back in the driver's seat, or the engineer's seat, should I say. Excuse me, coming through. Shut the door. Shut this door. And we'll jump back in there. Let's lock those doors, and we need to be starting to make our way. Just notch you up to 30. Oh, no. Are we not? There we go. There was an interlock in for some reason. There we go. We're not in any snow. We're under cover. We've got wheel spin, but we're picking up speed, so I'm not too sure what that is all about. So there we go. Clearing the throttle there. So, oh no, we're still getting some wheel spin apparently. We're permitted to head all the way up to 60, I believe. So let's crank that up to there. So as I was saying, this Amtrak Acela has been long overdue. I have to say, it's one that the community have always known that as would be coming to certainly Boston to Providence. But it's taken a little bit of time, but it's nice to see it's finally here. Certainly Boston's Providence came out, God, that must have been, well, we are permitted to do 120, so in a minute we'll crack the cruise control up. There we go. It certainly came out last summer, or no, over that, maybe longer than that ago now. Certainly quite some time ago. So it's amazing to see that it's now on this route. But actually, today also released alongside the Amtrak Acela was the Northeast Corridor, New York to Trenton. So this can also be used on that route. So I think actually releasing it alongside this the new Northeast Corridor route also gives it a great amount of playability. Obviously, there's services included on the Boston to Providence route, but also New York to Trenton. So two places to use this, which I think is going to be amazing, and I certainly will be giving it a go on the new New York to Trenton route, so you can get a feel for what it's like on that route as well. But certainly this is pretty cool. Pretty cool so far. Obviously we're permitted to take this all the way up to 150 miles an hour. Obviously this route, the Boston to Providence route, has also been upgraded quite considerably. So we've got the new features that are kind of a mainstay of Train Sim World 3 now in terms of the lighting and the weather, but also the signalling for Boston to Providence was also dramatically overhauled, so it actually functions, dare I say it. And that's I took a first look at that yesterday, so if you check the channel out you can get my opinion on how the route has certainly improved. But then adding this on top, I think really starts to complete this route quite nicely now. So I'm really pleased so far, and this Acela is looking pretty good so far, and it feels really quite nice to drive. I think we get a nice bit of kick up of the snow. I think we need to do the traditional let's get the let's get the thumbnail. Zoom in a touch more. I think that's got to be it. This one also tilts as well, so as you go around corners, we will try get a bit of tilt action going on. Also need to be sort of a little bit mindful that this one really does pick up speed a lot quicker than the ACS 64, and and also not too sure what the braking power is going to be like coming from 120 as we head into Route 128. But it feels like this certainly is a more express journey, and I love the fact that we've got cruise control as well. So need to acknowledge that. I'm loving this so far. And I love the snow build up on the front nose there. That's very cool. I wonder if access will start to naturally slow us for Route 128. If not, we can use the dynamic brakes using the put it into max effort, so we can use the cruise control, and that will use the dynamic brakes to slow us down, which is going to be pretty cool. We're just 2.5 miles out now, and we are certainly motoring along. We're into a clear 150, so this is certainly where access can take us all the way up to the maximum. We need to be braking. Oh no. Otherwise we are going to we're going to overshoot this, but I think we've given ourselves plenty of time. We'll turn off cruise a second and we'll take off the throttle. Oh, I don't know, we're going to make this. Well, we might do. I think we're going to be just about okay. Brakes on this seem pretty good actually. Obviously we're operating this in the snow as well, so that obviously adds a bit of another added dimension to it. We are rolling at 22 miles an hour. Just give it a little bit of throttle just to get us to our stop marker. And then once we take off from Route 128, we've got a direct run straight to Providence. So we can really sort of make the most of this Acela, and I think we're in a 130... There we go. We're slightly over, but that's fine. Very cool. I assume we are in the station properly. Yeah, that's fine. Nice. I'm loving this so far. It's a really lovely train, and it's something that is going to add another bit of different sort of gameplay to certainly this route, and I'm sure it does to the New York to Trenton route as well. And I love the fact we've got some real kind of express services now. So let's put this back into minimum, and then we'll put this back up to cruise control of 130, as that's what we're under. Oh, sorry, apologies, didn't mean to hit the mic there. Back up to 130 as we are under access, and then we can just throttle at the station as we need to. We've got to wait a couple of seconds, so we'll lock the doors. So with just a couple of seconds, that will take the time to lock the doors, and then we can depart from it. Let's pop ourselves up here and watch ourselves depart from Route 128. We've got to... I think we're going to have to be really gentle on the throttle here. You can see we're already getting a bit of wheel slip. Bit of horn action as well. Certainly still getting a bit of wheel slip apparently. There we go. As we depart from the station. We getting a wheel slip here? Yeah, we are. Can we sand? Can we sand? Yeah, we can certainly sand. Let's turn the bell off. We should be sanding. So it's definitely a lot more... This has obviously got a lot of power to create the wheel slip in just sort of 20% effort. Let's just go back to 12%, and we're still getting a little bit of slip. Do you know what? We're getting slip either way, so shall we punch it up to 40 and see what happens? It feels a little bit unrealistic to be slipping at just such a low percentage on the throttle, because even if I crank it, let's just do max effort. You can definitely tell that I guess the cruise control is trying to give us maximum power, I guess, for the conditions perhaps. Certainly picking up the speed though. Got the real sort of kick up of snow now. Still got 130. Not being... Oh, there we go. We need to be... And we'll acknowledge that we're down to 125, which we're fine for because we're only doing 120 so far. Where's the 150 piece of track? We are coming onto it very shortly. You can see this lovely straight bed of track here is where we'll be able to get this Amtrak Acela up to its top speed. We can head back up to 130 now. There we go, up to 125. So that was the point where we topped out with the ACS 64, and we're starting to go past that now, which is great. I just want to give us, I want it to give us the 150. I really hope it's not being limited by the snow, otherwise that would be a disaster. Because I want to show you the 150. Got to give you the 150. Let's see if we can show you a bit of the tilt. Not quite. We're on a straight bit now. Bit of a curve here. There you go, slight tilt there. Nothing too violent. Still being held at 130. I'll be devastated if this doesn't give us 150. Oh, that's, yeah, good bit of tilt action there. Be slowing down to 125 by the looks of it. Come on. Ah, we've got another Acela. I love that little passing sign there. I thought for a minute that it had the its rear lights on, its tail lights on, but it certainly didn't. We're okay for speed at the moment. Are we on the straight bit? Not quite. We will be in just a second. Let's start slowing down for the 125. There we go. Back up to 130. Don't think we slowed quite in time there, but that's okay. And here we go. Here comes the 150. We can see it finally come in. Do we get any sparks, I wonder? Not seeing any so far. Here we go. Just a couple of thousand feet now. And then we can grip this all the way up to its max 150. There we go. Let's rip it all the way up. There we go, confirmation of the 150. As we start to thunder through these stations now. Let's turn the bell off. I'm sure we'll make Providence in just 13 minutes. Certainly feels like a much more express service. I was curious to see how long this would, I guess how long it would shave off the timing. I think the journey I took yesterday from Providence to Boston took, I think it was roughly around 48-ish old minutes, but I did get held up by some slower kind of commuter traffic at Canton Junction, which was great because it added a bit of different gameplay, but this is very much just point to point at the quickest possible speed, which I love. Absolutely love this so far. We're certainly flying now. We're almost up to the 150. 149, come on. Let's just make sure I've got it set as 150. Yeah. It's showing me on this, although the HUD is 149. Okay, I'll take it. It's 150. It's definitely 150. Can see us really motoring along this very sort of straight section of the track. I assume the alert is just making sure I'm staying awake, which I certainly am. There's not too much to talk about on this lovely straight bit other than just admiring the Acela. It is a fantastic looking loco. Certainly really pleased. The weather certainly is clearing up a little bit, perhaps. Certainly feels like it's lightening up. See a bit of yeah, it definitely has lightened, that's for sure. I think we may have to get a new thumbnail, especially with the light. Oh, yeah, we want to get it in the beautiful light there. Oh, helps if I always press that right button. Yeah, it's beautiful, and you can see the certainly see the dynamic weather at play here. So very much over speed 80. Oh, okay. We need to react, and we'll knock that back. Hat that back to 80. Not quite. That'll do. 79. So we've got cabs 80, approach medium. We'll acknowledge that we need to be going down to 45. So I think we almost need to be at max brake here. Although, let's apply a bit of sand as well. Let's actually just chuck this back up so we get a bit of dynamic braking as well to help us. Trying to get this all right here. I'm sure we've just missed something. Put this back into suppression. There we go. This should start us. So we were definitely following something right. We're permitted to go back up to 80 now. That took us all the way down from 150 quite quickly. We should have definitely been using the dynamic brake. That really did help rather than just relying on the air brakes. There we go. Yep, 80, 80, brakes are off. We got there in the end. It's Let's put it in suppression. 45. We're very much there. Let's release. Are we following another train in? It must be. I don't see. Oh, yep. Yeah, we are. Look, there it is. It's up ahead of us. So we certainly are. That's just locked us out. Let's reset. I'm getting the hang of this still. We're definitely following another train into Providence. I love the light. It's really sort of cleared up. Allowing us to go back up to 125. I'm not sure that's legit, but we'll give it a go. Come on, there's got to be... I love taking these screenshots today. Nope, we're still fine. There we go, we're heading back up to 125. I'm guessing the train in front of us is cleared now. Hopefully we don't get caught like that again, but we will be going down to 60 shortly. What do we need to be going down to? 80. Only 80. Let's just clear that. We bring that back down to 80. 81. 80. There we go. That's released. We're getting the hang of this, just about. It's nice though. We need to turn that wiper off. We don't need that anymore. Nope. It's starting to clear up. It's a lovely blue sky day with a bit of snow. 82, 80. We're still at 80. We need to be probably coming down. Yep. Please don't say I just hit the emergency brake there. No, I think I may have just hit the emergency. Oh, this is a disaster. 60. Yeah, we have hit the emergency brake, I'm afraid. There's nothing I can do about that. Cruise control it off. That's a disaster. Let's stop that right there. Right, let's acknowledge. Can we release? We'll go up to 60. Let's go. Right, come out of emergency. Let the brakes fill up again. Acknowledge. No, we've still got interlock. Classic. Come on. Oof. Acknowledge. What have I got to do? There we go. It's cleared. Brilliant. Right, let's get back up to 60. That's released. Let's sand. There we go. We're off. Well, there you go. That's how not to drive the Acela. But you did get to see us clear it there. So it was just you had to take a little while for the brake pressure to get back up to its usual point, and then the interlock released. So there we go. We'll get back up to 60. We probably won't make it into Providence on time now. But we will have cleared that train in front of us. So one bonus. There you go. You can see it on the tilt now. That's beautiful. I absolutely love this train, and I'm excited now to play it on New York to Trenton. You'll probably see that in the next day or so. We can go up to 70 now. I think we need to get all the speed we can to recover that time from the emergency stop. Ah, it looks fantastic in the snow with this new lighting. This is... Oh, yeah, okay, acknowledge. Let's get it into suppression. Yes. I'm aware. I've acknowledged it. Let's get it back to 60. 70. Oh, would you stop moving around like that? I definitely need to get... Oh, because it's locked us out. Yeah, of course. It's just getting used to the controls, definitely, with using... Normally, obviously, you're very much just on the throttle and the brake, but having the third lever for the cruise control adds a bit of a different dynamic, but I like it. It's just about getting used to it. Nice to see us going past some CSX wagons there. Gives that feeling of busyness on this route. Love it. This is really truly what Rush Hour should have been like, released with the Acela alongside. But I'm just thankful it's here now. I think from this run, I think it's probably fair to say, very much probably would recommend this. It's certainly a great addition, and the upgrade to Boston to Providence really sort of finishes this route off quite nicely now. So yeah, big tick from me. Big tick from me, definitely. Just excited to know what we're getting down to. 45. Those brakes certainly do work well. I'm not overspeeding. Why are you penalty braking me? I was at 45. I have no idea what happened there. Or why I was getting penalty brake. I was down to 45. But nonetheless, it's going well so far. I love it. I'm still getting used to the ATC and Access. It's not something I've used regularly, if I'm honest. So I'm getting used to it. But I think my gut feel is you got to have some quick reaction to acknowledge whatever it's wanting you to do, whether it's to apply the brakes heavily or whatever. Nice to see Providence nice and busy. Really is sunny now. Fine, get into suppression. Why are you beeping at me? I was down below 30. And we are rolling into Providence. Just as we come around the corner. It would be nice to use this on a continuous, bit of a continuous route. But hopefully that will come one day. I think we will probably start to take off the throttle now. And we'll just go into minimum. What we going down to? Let's get you into suppression. Don't beep at me. I'm coming down. Ah, it's very demanding. There we go, and let's make sure we can hit our stop marker. There we go, pretty. We'll unlock the doors to the left. Nice that we've got an MBTA as well in Providence. It's getting a sense of busyness. I love it. I do love it. So last thing to do, of course, is unload of all these passengers before this probably continues on, I guess, as a service. But also we just need to see what medal we picked up. It's surely got to be gold. Surely. So get back out here. We can see those passengers getting off. This is a slow unload. Come on. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, why don't you hit that like button and also subscribe if you're new here. And, you know, if you're interested in this, go and pick up the Amtrak Acela. It's I'm personally loving it, and I can't wait to try it on New York to Trenton, which will be coming in just the next few days. So do keep an eye out for that. And obviously, if you want to check out New York to Trenton, my first look at it, head over to the channel. And the final thing, of course, is a gold. So if you've enjoyed this one, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.